Dear friends, welcome back to Data Analytics Talks. In this session, we are going to discuss how unpivot columns in Power BI. In Power Query, you can transform columns into attribute value pair, where columns becomes rows. I would like to explain the concept first, then I will show you how to do that in Power BI. Given a table like this, student marks, where student rows and term columns create a matrix of value, right? Here, student's name and term create a matrix of value that is basically 30. For term 1, student Tom gained 30 marks. For term 3, student Jills gained 39 marks. This is another matrix. It is very difficult to analyze the data in a scalable way is the major drawback of having data in this format. But instead, if you can transform the table into a table with unpivoted columns as shown here. In this transformed table, it is easier to use the attribute term as an attribute to filter on. It is easier to use this one. But it is not easy to use term 1, term 2, term 3 in this fashion. So what is the key of this transformation? Key in this transformation is that you have a set of terms in the table that should all be part of a single column. We have term 1, term 2, term 3. Okay, this is a set of terms that is part of a single column. That is a key. That's one of the key. And the respective value for each term and the student should be in a different column. We have a value column which is having the value for this attribute. These two make an attribute and value pair. These two make an attribute and this is a value. So these two makes an attribute value pair. Hope you understand. Power Query always create the attribute value pair by using two columns. What is the attribute? The name of the column headings that were unpivoted. So whatever the name term 1, term 2, term 3, and that became the values of the attribute. Then the value that were underneath each of the unpivoted column headings. These are the values underneath the column headings, and that became the values here. Column headings became the attribute values and values beneath the column headings became the values. I can show this in Power BI so that you can learn how to do this. So I have data in Excel file, the same data which I shown you in the PPT. We have the student name, term 1, term 2, term 3, and you can keep adding terms if you need. Okay, let me close this. This is my Power BI and I have the data sets loaded. And what is our task? We need to unpivot this student mark list table. So let's go to the transformation. So let's do the transform data. It will open in Power Query. And I said Power Query will give you quick access to this unpivoting. So I need to select these three columns, term 1, term 2, term 3, and do the unpivoting. So while doing the unpivoting, you will get term 1, term 2, term 3 as the values for the new attribute, and all the others will become the values. So let me right click. I can do unpivot column. So it's very quick. If required, I can do the renaming of the column. I gave the name to term. So term has three values: term 1, term 2, term 3. Again, each term 1 and student there is a value. So this became an attribute value pair. So you can use this transformed table for your data analysis. Let me close and apply. Your transformed table is ready for your data visualization. we have got our data ready. We made it unpivot. So let's try to add a visual. I will add a table. Let's choose student name, name, and value. Yeah, we got the same data as we saw in the dataset. What this unpivoting has provided you? What is the value we got? Currently, we can use a slicer. Let's choose a slicer. I can choose tame as a filter. I can filter by tame 1, tame 2, tame 3. This filtering ability is achieved using unpivoting. A new column has been added to the data, and I would like to refresh the data. So my expectation is that the new column also get transformed without any changes. So you can see that the fourth column, that is tame 4, also got added as an attribute value under tame. I think that's what we expected. So let's go back to our visual. We can see that here tame 1, tame 2, tame 3, and the values are updated correctly. So what is the gist? It is nothing but for a scalable data analytics, and pivoting is very important. Thank you for watching this video. Please let me know your comments.